If you look me koro, you hear me whine. I'm saying you turn that kid. On top of the chairman television station, I go raise my 2 hands up based on say now the Ogbonge program when we say you go talk your mind based on the principle of Vox Populi, Vox Deo, that is the voice of the people, not the voice of God, and do the right thing to move this our country forward. I'm not going to talk too much because we will go straight into the matter. My name now is Ezugwu Chukwudi, and joining me for inside the studio today. When I go remember say last week, I've been give out Nkubi, use and collect 2 beautiful ladies when get sense to join me inside studio. Today, I've been borrow out Nkubi. I don't give them out, so I borrow because he go still come back. Because to give now say, I go get 2 women. But to borrow them out, now 1 woman, 1 man they will give me. Then after 12 hours, they go return Nkubi to me. And they talk of no other based on say I get respect. I must start with the lady when they by my immediate right. Don't be saying 2 ladies. I must start with the woman being. When they by my immediate right, make it be like say, I call one person lady, call the other person lady, but when I see him, I go shock because they are full in face. And they talk of no other than Jumoke Uji. Welcome to our city hot.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Every time this your smile, the way we say the thing they take, they make no problem. We'll go straight. Concentrate. Nigeria is the problem. Let's move forward. And they talk of no other than man when we say every time when they come and see the hot, they always they vibrate. Then they call out Edo Airways based on say. He talk, they always they fly. No other than Bernard Akede. Welcome to Asking Hot.
Chukwudi, the way they ginger the person go to say your own salary, you don't pass another level. I would like to know as your bank account tell you.
It did necessary to carry everybody along. Right. Now, people when they watch for house, I don't say when I go notice, say, what happen? It be like say the table empty, small. Empty in the sense, say, when I know say we always they carry machine for our front. This time around, because I say the talk go plenty. And the 2 people when I carry come, then they vibrate. I say make a clear space so that they will feel move their hand where if they discuss the matter. Make we go straight into the discussion we will carry come. The first one get to do with story where we say, hey, plenty people for Nigeria don't they look and say, we need to discuss this matter well. And now why those when they represent the people, if we go by the way when government they, when I know say for National Assembly, the way when they take divide Nigeria politically, we get what they call constituencies. And the people who will vote to represent us, the ones when they lower house, honorable. The ones when they the upper chamber senators, that they represent everybody inside of Nigeria. That makes the senators look and finish talk, say, the way when we say insecurity in this country, we need to discuss this matter. And we go call our service chiefs. Who be service chiefs? These are the top men for all the security structure within this country. Whether an army, whether an navy, whether an air force, police, all of them go come answer question. And when they come for this meeting, 4 hours, 9 a day. They say by the time when they come out, they sweat. Even though the AC, when they on, they sweat because they ask them question left, right, center, back, front, everywhere. Now at the end, Senate come and come talk, say, okay, we don't give them 2 weeks ultimatum. That one I say, after 2 weeks, una must come back. Make una come with plan so that we go give una money. People say, wait. These problems when we face for this country, now by just giving out money, now be the solution. How we go take free solve these problems if we don't understand what the problems is? Bernard and Jumoke go chook mouth and talk this matter well. From that story, still on insecurity matter, Professor Wole Soyinka come out and shout. Say the way when we say the level day for inside Nigeria, water don't pass Gary, and make the international community come rescue our country people. When he talk this one, he lead joint body of authors, people they write, then go for inside Benue State, go visit Governor Otom. Authors visiting Governor Otom. For then, I can't talk and say, he be like, say, our government, somehow, he did go slow mode for this matter. Say, make the international community rise to save Nigerians when they kill anyhow, like, say, person carry or tapia, they take and they kill mosquito or cockroach. From that one, we get better story. And this one got to do with education inside of Nigeria. The governor of Lagos State, man, we sabi, man, when they talk, say, making write book. Governance 101. She give the other governors inside Nigeria because it be like say many of them na IT, now they do as governors. And he come out for LASU for their convocation. He can look the best graduating students. Person when we say now he result, now better pass. 4.78. Now the guy used graduate from the Faculty of Management Sciences. He can talk say the boy story resemble his story. Say this boy from nothing to something, from zero to hero. Say this guy. he go sponsor the guy education anywhere when the guy won't study. And some people they talk say even come talk say based on the way when the boy do, he go dash the boy 5 million also. People gonna look say wait whether the boy gets 4.78, some people get second class or some people make pass. It go good make we create system when we say we better our education so that everybody go feel benefit from am. And other people come and talk say well the governor try by that action first. But say as he don't try by this action, make we dey see more hand. And one of that hand that say, he talk say in government go build 6,000 capacity hostel where the children or students, because some of them not old, where the students then go they stay every time when they come school. And they on record say LASU, the way they build them, they don't build them in the way when we say you go say you finish lecture, you can't go sleep for hostel inside school, no. But he not come and talk, say, the government don't look the matter, and they say, they go do a way to make life easy for the Nigerian students. Them. We don't carry this, our 3-story come. We go chop them up with one. That one get to do with waiting the head of the civil service for Nigeria come out talk. She talk, say, government, they plan to increase salary of Nigerian workers so that their belly go the sweet. They say, when some Nigerian workers hear this thing, some of them declare. They never increase the salary. Talk more of say the thing enter, but they don't declare. Since then declare, come they drink. Based on say they do okay, they chop pepper soup and everything. When they come bring bill come, at that time they high class. Say wait this declaration will declare. It be like say they never see increase the money. Other people come they argue say wait, not be to increase salary, now to better the living conditions of the people. If you increase salary and the person still they pay to power a generator, the person still they pay levy, vigilante, security, the person go come and community development and then go park gutter, and then go do this, and then go do that. He go pay house rent, he go pay school fees, nothing they free. It can't be like say you just they increase the money to they increase the person intention. Now all this matter we'll go discuss today based on us eating. I need to breathe in. Hot. I don't talk. More go so into the matter now. Make I start with this one when get to do with education because we young and we know our age and we know those where we say they never too take when we come up for inside school. To say could be there now. I for no ask this question because we know say could be 1960. Understand? In the video when they were now give Tafa Balewa flower when he come down him and the queen from aeroplane. Now I could ask this question. People don't look the matter talk say what did Governor Akinwunmi Ambode do? It makes sense. He try. Say this boy, he talk, say if this boy won't go study further, make him go pay, irrespective of the school, and from your own personal pocket. This will not be government money. He say him dey impressed from his personal pocket. You give the boy 5 million, make the boy they do well. But so whenever we want to look and say, well, beyond this kind gesture, we need to do more to improve education for inside of Nigeria. Say for Nigeria, now the only country where you go there say the reward of a teacher is in heaven. And this person was supposed to give you the knowledge. Say for Nigeria, now you be the country where we say the literary expression, say burning the midnight oil, based on say person they work hard. Say for Nigeria, yeah, if you no go night class, you never go Nigeria University. How we go take fee improve education for inside Obodo, Nigeria?
For me, I believe say waiting Governor Akinwunmi Ambode do. A wonderful thing because a lot of people say don't lose encouragement. You know, say our society to an extent, people don't they talk and people don't they complain. Say we don't they glorify other aspects of the sector like entertainment, music, football over education. And you know, so that they talk say, you know, we are the leaders of tomorrow. And before we go lead, we guys get education. Exactly. So even if they want to improve the standard of education, they must encourage people say, okay, I won't go school. So now this one we do now better thing because at least the boy go look say, well, all this suffer what you know say to school for Nigeria University no baby. Na struggle, na hustle. The guy go no say okay my hustle no go. And there is a reward for hard work. Exactly, and there's a reward for hard work, not just entertainment. When you work hard, you get a reward. No be say your reward dey heaven, you know. So it is even wonderful. Although I no talk say make him no do the other one, so him go do am. But if other governors, other corporate entities self, feel they embrace wetin they do, make them they encourage education, our best graduating students and all those people, more students go they struggle. In fact, you go see say this exam malpractice, you go reduce because you go know say if you study hard and you know say your brain hurts, when you come out, people go appreciate you. You know say people want appreciation. People go appreciate you, and apart from that, you get other opportunities will go open for you, job opportunities, all those things. You go ginger, you say, okay, I want to do better. Very true. And it go good make we also emphasize that for here. Say, aside from say the governor talk saying go sponsor the boy, he adopts the boy, he give her money, he also promise say in government don't start work to build
hostel wey go accommodate 6,000 people. Now, this one when he do for Fawood, na good thing. Fuad, na good thing for Fuad. And the one when he talk saying government they do, na good thing for 6,000 people when go benefit from am. So it go good make we dey mention all these things so that people go they know. But some people they look and say, wait, so say if government talk say we want to build hostel, say until them build the hostel, cut the rope, people begin to live for the hostel for 1 year at least, and the hostel no disappear. Now that time we go talk say the government don't do the work. But anything from say we say na just we. Make we move forward now. Ben, I may ask you this question. Some people don't talk say if we want to address education problem for this country, say the way we dey do it for Nigeria, it be like say we self not really understand what education be. Say education not be just 2 times 1 2, 2 times 2 4, A is for apple, B is for board. Say education now, wetin you dey put inside person so that the person go fit give am out. Make we come separate now. We get Western education, learn how to read and write and speak, speak. We can't get vocational education, handwork. Hey, this person, na fashion designer. We don't call him tailor. Na fashion designer. Oh, na cobbler. You understand? You know what I mean? No shoemaker. Na cobbler. All those kind of handwork things. But the people I say for Nigeria here, now people wey know in quote misconception. Now people wey know sabi book. A is for apple, B is for ball. Now then they learn that one. Meanwhile, for other parts of the world, those people when they learn handwork, now then go they chop. Because we're not feel naked now. Which time divide the X so up and down for you. But now the fashion, see as you be like woman being. Not be saying you no be human being, no. But see as you be like woman being. See as you Jumoke dey like person. Not be saying you no be person, no. But why it be say where the way when they go about time, they make mistake.
You see, Chukwudi, I thank you. Say you asked me this kind of question, and I would like to say first of all, make I talk about the one about LASU. LASU na school wey me sef I go. So he better say na me dey here to talk about this matter. I know, I don't be lie. In fact, if I tell the kind of stories, and this thing they affect students. You know we know that time we don't get hostel. We stay for the township where they are around. Where we say if they sleep for your own house, if na hostel, you know, so they get one central generator. If like no they power you go feel read. But if they live, exactly. But if they live where the next door neighbor na person will get 5 children plus 1 house girl plus 1 dog. Once never take like they on their agenda, they do you know if you read. And you know if you go knock for that or say make them off their agenda because you want to read the book. Anytime when light is day, light is no day, you guys read. The place where I've been stay safe for over 2 years, there was no constant light. People they hustle with generator. And now waiting last students that time been they suffer. Now, to the glory of God, now small, you know whether the governor that time for adopt me because now just small. Now my own CGPA take escape from that first class we're supposed to enter. But when I compose, my mother been they ask me why. I tell her because I know they get one night where I no sleep. But that's a story for another day. But the thing where they say education as it's supposed to be, we know we never get them right. Now coming to the second thing where you ask. Now first of all, I would like to say I'm quite happy say the idea don't change. Now we don't get educated people say we don't put hand for different things. Before we been think say now only people we no go school now they do them. Back in the day when you see picking we go tell parents say I want to learn how to make shoe. They will say God forbid my child will be a doctor, my child will be a lawyer, engineer. My child will be an engineer, a pharmacist.
Sweet people bad accountant.
In fact, they get one lady will be Nigerian. She's a Nigerian comedian, but she's based abroad for London. She say in Nigerian family, if you are not either a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer, you are a disgrace to the family. That's what they say it be before. But now things don't change. And I go tell you how they get one time I go one valedictory service for one secondary school. Then they ask them, what do you want to be? Somebody say, I want to be a blogger. Baba, if you see the smile with my face that day, because now people don't say things don't they change. That's the first part. To be able to teach the young ones, say, not be everybody go be doctor. If everybody is a doctor, who go be patient? No be everybody go be lawyer, because if all of us now lawyer, who the lawyer can represent? No be everybody be engineer. If all of us now engineer, who come with the people where they buy our products? You know, so everybody has to be on different sides of the divide. And that will not mean say you no go make them. And who even tell you say now all the doctors now they make them? Who tell you say now all the lawyers now they make them? You know, so now the first part be that. Now secondly, when it comes to education, the place where they get it wrong, now say we suppose build education from the grassroots. Now the biggest problem we get be that grassroots, basic education, foundational education. Now we they miss. If you come for this country, people don't get the opportunity to go abroad, go see us, other things they work for outside this country. You go see, say, then they really emphasize on basic education, grassroots education, where the children they start from. Because like every other thing in this life, especially even buildings, if the foundation not they solid, you can't build 3-story building. What's the happen? The building they collapse. If you get foundation for bungalow, you can't say the bungalow fine, space not there. You want to say you want to put duplex. If it stand because duplex fee manage, but you can't put another building on top, what's going to happen? It go still collapse. Now another problem is say we need to chook money not just into the graduates we don't already. Now good thing Oga Ambode do, say sponsor that guy. So the guy self go know say no be only people wey win reality TV show or people wey sing, then they will give plenty money. At least it not start in your own life. But now, as I mean talk, we also need to invest in the people where they impart the knowledge upon these children when they graduate. Now here's the problem. We feel say education I just say, and many times this may happen. Go to many private schools, you go see where one graduate just finish school, you don't get work, or you come and teach, you begin to teach. Yes, you sabi this particular thing. You don't they teach other people. As they teach them, do you have the, they get what they call the psychology of education, the psychological part. Where we say, they get some students where they're slow for learning. Do you know how to handle some students? Some students get special need. Do you know how to attend to their special need? So if we invest in the graduates, the people who don't succeed, we also need to equally, if not more, invest in the people where they impart the knowledge onto these children as well.
I say, the way we want to answer this question, we answer like people when we say, if they una mind say no how una must pay school fees. And the way una they answer them, una just the answer like say the thing they pay una. Because una don't want pay money, make it waste. Like the way when we say if we check the way the education there for Nigeria, because you go see parents when go sweat, work, just so that they go send their children and go university for Ghana. No, and they talk this always, no disrespect to Ghana people. But if you check those universities, where then they go, compare them to our own premier varsities. Then be like 3-bedroom flats. Na IFE, na UNN, na ABU, na Unilag, na UI. We they talk of quality here. And the reason why they talk like this is because say, if we check our people them, when we go through this process, you call the one that say, why things don't come different now? Why it be say now for many guys na cultism, many girls na runs, many lecturer na to send handouts or na to sleep with person by force before they pass them. How I go speak English because he don't pass me and I go show them my school fees no ways. Why have we deteriorated to this point? May I all leave out for there because if I think some of the things will happen to me, when person don't like my face, knock me see for 3 unit load. But I'm forgiving you and I moved on. Make we move right on that topic. This one is very, very important. It get to do with our service chiefs. 4 hours meeting. Meeting when person do for 4 hours. You go know say he talk in mind for that meeting. And they say a closed door session because you know go talk security matter for public. Now the gist what we get now say they don't give them ultimatum, that's deadline. Say in 2 weeks, make una come back, make una give us plans so that we will give una more money. But some people they look say wait. Some of the problems when we cite, when they talk, say many people come, they say proliferation of arms. Meaning say guns, weapons, full everywhere, bullets, they everywhere like granite. And they talk say since the fall of Muammar Gaddafi, around 500 million of these small arms now in day Africa. And they say that 350, that is Niger side and West Africa, the thing they. Now we talk of proliferation of arms, we talk of porous borders. In the sense say Pacific just cross from Chad, enter Nigeria, come buy chewing gum. Pacific cross from Cameroon, enter Nigeria, come buy granite. It just be like say our country not even get line or we not get fence. Now people they talk say if these things now the problems, aside from say we get some people where we say they don't really get idea of security matter when they there, even though we get plenty gallant men and women when they sacrifice their life say they won't defend this country. They go to say wait, if we want to solve this problem, not be to give out money first. Now make these people show say we understand the problem, see the solution before we give them money. Because if we go back 10 years for this country, when we say we don't try to deal with Boko Haram, we don't they spend, including the last administration. Well, oh man of God, in jet, now they use enter South Africa with cash inside. Yet we know the see results. If we get president will be generalissimo, that is a general of generals. Why he be say just be like say we they go round and round in circles. Bernard, you get military background because you go command. So now you go fear answer the question.
Now Air Force I go, not be command. But all the same.
Air Force, meaning everything, obey the last command.
Yeah, so you see the problem with they here, first of all, we say honestly speaking, we know say we don't hear say no be money na be the point. The first thing is to identify within the problem there. Nobody talks say to give money to go settle these issues na bad thing, right? But of course we guys know say before you even give out the money, it be like your pikin come say in get one issue where you want go for school, say you need money. You will first know the issue where you want go resolve for school before you give her that money. You know just carry money give them. Now me I want believe say that 4 hours closed door session where they get. Now to further explain first of all to explain to to our Oga people them say now the thing where they cause the problem for this country is. Now the badness where they cause the problem. Then now you don't give them 2 weeks. Take those 2 weeks, go explain the strategy where you want to use, fight this insurgency and to stop this proliferation of arms. You know, and then when you come back, if we see that the strategy where you don't give us makes sense, then we will give you the money. If people say we not be giving the money, we will not ask for, but we'll go negotiate, tell that time money we will go give. Now, plenty people don't already complain, say why we do they waste money when it comes to arms, ammunition, and our military. Now, I would like to talk, say, there is no amount, I will talk for English, I will talk for pidgin, there is no amount that can be considered too much when it comes to the security of lives and property of a particular people in a country. Now, even Obodo Ibo, the American people, where they talk, say, now there's a big pass, if you know how much from their budget they don't invest into security and ammunition, you don't go surprised.
I bet no verse. Ogarubo don't invest plenty to call us. Ogarubo, we hope say you still there. Welcome to us in the hut. Ogarubo, no, he invests, but he not wait to see the reward. But no problem, Ogarubo. You fit call us back, make you talk for this matter. I saw this, I caught you, but just carry on.
Now, I'll quickly go because I know say we'll not to get time. Now, the problem here we say, if the military, we don't give them plenty money since I will never see the result, then problem go come there. Because to give them more money, now everybody will come they pull back. So, okay, I don't give you money, make you go do business, come back. I give you the first time, the business no show. Give you the second time, no show. Now I say, make I give you the third time. Say this time, make I trust you, say you go show. How I go take trust you? So that they are under wahala day. Now, concern the proliferation of small firearms. Now, here's the problem. We don't already know, say, since the fall of Muammar Gaddafi, say different kind of these small arms don't spread for Africa. Many of them don't come Nigeria. As a matter of fact, at the fall of the Iron Curtain, that's the last time when USSR been done breakdown, a lot of arms been spread around the world. Many of them come Africa. A lot of arms dealers there around the world. Now, they don't say, for Nigeria, almost everything they sell, Nigeria and virgin land, and ready market. The problem, as you be mentioned, say, our borders are porous. And if our borders are porous and arms are coming in, we supposed to get people where they check, like customs and immigration, then there's a problem with those agencies. And I don't talk before, say, one of our problems in Nigeria, we say, our agencies, they're very, very weak. The last time when they see certain arms and ammunition, inside some cartons, where they say one truck, they say 2 custom officers been involved in the matter. They put their picture everywhere. Where the custom officers today? We don't see anything about them. We don't hear anything about them. Now these things they pass through border, from border to border. They pass from one place to another. If now motor they come, we go hear people they complain say the tax duties, the import duties they high, and if they see the motor, different things they enter our borders, we they see them. If people they carry small toothpick, pencil, they cross border, we they see them. How come things were big like arm, and we know if see them? So who are we to blame? Is it the military alone? And we talk about borders, they porous. Who will be the people where they are borders? Then serve they. So I say, apart from the military, not just the military, our institutions generally, they're very, very weak. Money not one thing, but money not be the only thing. Just like I say, prayer is the key. Prayer is not the key. Prayer is a key. So in this case, so money is not the solution. Money is a solution.
No need to go further for this particular issue. As we talk, me and Jumoke, they not there. Move, enter the next one, the brother to this one. As Professor Wole Soyinka don't come out, cry. He cry, say, oh, the way when the matter day for Nigeria today now, say it just be like, say, it don't pass our hand. Say international community, that is, all the countries where they this world, when we say they get law for Nigeria, time don't reach for them to come. You know, say, it get the way we say, useless man, go they beat him wife rich. Neighbors go talk, say, no, nah, this thing not too much. And we know say he gets some beat. You know say he gets some beat when even the person when they receive the beating, now he even ask for them. You understand it? You know nobody he beat me this kind of beating when he go sweet me for body. But he can't get the beating when we say he get the when he go they cry. He go no say no this beat don't serious. Neighbors will come out and say waiting happen. You marry this woman but take her waiting happen. Now Professor Wole Soyinka don't come out. Say he don't pass the level when we say our God, because based on the reaction when they see, say international community, may them come to our aid. You think, say, we don't to fall our own hand, reach the level when we say now outsiders go come help us settle this our matter. I mean the matter don't pass our own hand. We don't get solution to our own problem.
Sometimes you know say no man is an island that they talk about. So sometimes you guys ask for help from people where we say they get better equipment, better frameworks, and all of that. And it don't they obvious say we not get better equipment. Some of our officers they know they properly trained. So we need all these people we don't get more exposure to come. I would not say teach us, but to come put us through on how we fight this. Assist us because it is obvious now that we are not getting anywhere, and we not just sit down, make people they die like chicken every time. It is not just a particular geographical location's problem. Now our problem, because those people where they die, now citizens then be just like say we say be citizens.
Very true. And our caller when they call us, na fan of Aside Hot, na Nigerian, and he must talk put for this matter. When I hear you, Tony Eze, welcome to Aside Hot.
Good evening, Chukwudi.
We greet you, Oga Tony Eze.
We dey miss our brother. Where is Nkubi?
No worry, Nkubi go join us tomorrow. Rest assured.
Okay. I want to talk, enter the talk where Wole Soyinka they talk. The problem we will get for Nigeria, maybe to even invite the foreign people to the problem. If you remember, there was a time that France and America come Nigeria to help us fight Boko Haram. But at some certain stage, they withdraw. They say, Nigerian people, they are not sincere. They withdraw. They go back to their own country. So what I'm saying is that we don't have will to fight this thing. We just they do propaganda. Like this herdsman, where they talk of now. The problem of herdsman, the Fulani militia, past present to fight. But the will to fight it now be the problem where we get. So to invite foreign people. If we invite foreign people, if the rat where they house, not to be inside the house, well, how the one where they outside go cause to be the thing where they inside. So the problem where we get, not be to even invite foreign people. Now for us where they Nigeria to get will to fight the problem where we get. Thank you and God bless you.
Okay, Tony Eze, thank you very much for this way when we say you take answer our question. You don't go straight say this matter where we dey face now. Now we go tell ourselves saying our problem and we won't solve it. And we will come back to Lagos from Benue and collect this call. Hello, good evening and welcome to Aside Hot. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
What be your name and where you dey call us from?
I'm calling from Pavio.
Okay. Nwandu from Parkview. Go ahead.
Yes. About this insecurity of a thing concerning what is going on in Nigeria, I think there is no amount of money that we invest that will solve this problem, because what is happening in Nigeria is political disruption. To tell you the truth, there is a lot of mafias in Nigeria politics. So there is no amount of money, even though we give them all the whole oil money to fight against all these terrorists, there is nothing they can do about it. Understand? So we need to, we Nigerians, we need to protect ourselves. Let's forget about government. Because look at the way they are killing people as if they are killing flies every day by day, and nothing is being done about it. We are all human beings. So why is it like that in a country that we have president, we have a Senate president, we have vice president, even our life is not even being secure. So we have to do something about it. It's not all about pumping money on it. This money, they are going to eat it. They are not going to do anything about it.
Oga Nwandu, make we hope, say, under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari, a man of integrity, say we go check this money and then we go spend how many hours. Emeka from Nasarawa. Good evening and welcome to Aside Hot.
We
greet you, Oga Emeka.
My brother, you see what happened for this our country? In fact, my heart they bleed. My heart they bleed. And so I discover one thing. Why we are having this issue of this insecurity regime. For example, now we want to army. People want army. People will suffer. We want train see. Where they are training, more time they will bring different list. So that they won't say they didn't do anything. They will become army. So tell me, so for this one, don't train, no nothing. Now they are not they don't know. They don't even know anything. How would they fight? How would they fight? They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. They just appointed as army.
Okay, Emeka, this talk where you talk, the thing really shows say your heart they bleed, but not best. Make we just get the confidence. Say we get men and women for the Nigerian army when we say outside this country they rate them high based on the example where they don't show. Say for example, we come United Nations gathering, or even if now say African Union, and they do some kind of things where we say people look say so the Nigerian soldiers they do this kind of thing. We get even for this country if they come on their hand from the kind of struggle where we say they don't fight to defend our territorial integrity and corporate existence. Nigeria for not there, but God forbid. Rubo, they call us from Warri. Good evening and welcome to Aside Hot.
Good evening.
We greet you, Oga Rubo.
I greet you, Oga, on this other side.
We thank God, Oga Rubo. How worried today?
We just fine. I want to discuss about the educational aspect of it.
Chook your mouth inside.
Just some issues like this happen for the educational aspect. Yeah, people will teach people for this country and then they suffer past. Why those where they happen to call themselves politicians who are implementing these laws, who are forming these laws, now these people like to chop more money past than those people that they will impart knowledge into these people. Now, the governor of Lagos State, he gives 5 million naira to these people. Now, when you give this 5 million naira to this particular person who gets first class, what are those persons who have first class in this country? And all of them happens to be graduates. There are some persons who are graduates, who are first class in this country, and some of them cannot even meet up to those persons who are having first class. So if Ambode give 5 million to that particular person, they should get a platform whereby people can able to go to school, have this knowledge, and give it to the next generations who are coming. This is not my own opinion why they give. Because the seniors who they don't represent us, they make more money compared to the teachers where they give knowledge out.
Oga Rubo, this talk where you talk, it really shows, say, you carry the problem, come focus on one angle where they're very, very important. And like Bernard too don't hit on them, say, those when they say they give this knowledge, it go good make we not just carry anybody come. It get the time when we say teacher, even president go bow down for teacher. Because he knows say, after God, and maybe angels, and maybe the saints, and maybe a mama, now teacher be the next person. If teacher tell you say good morning, they're not born you where to check time. But they know because teacher, where? We get the other person on top of our telephone line. Good evening and welcome to RCD Hot.
Yeah, good evening, Chukwudi.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, longest time.
You don't say, okay, they come from KB.
Honestly, it's because of the timing of RCD Hot.
No verse, okay, they cannot worry from next week by the grace of no worry, just continue.
Okay, I want to talk about the insecurity in our country.
I beg, feel free.
Honestly, Chukwudi, I'm tired of this problem that we are having in this country. If I were the president, what I would have done is to show all the security chiefs the way out. Honestly, because the security chiefs have failed this country. The police IG, look at what is happening. He was sent to Benue, and he didn't stay there more than a day. And he didn't do him anything. And he's the person in charge of the country. Honestly, I'm blaming the president and the service chiefs. The president's supposed to even fire the IG of police long time ago, not even now.
Okay, because this is where you talk, now your mind own you talk. But like when they talk about facility, now solution to problem. What will be the solution to this particular problem? We not say you don't go, but it could just be like assignment. Because if we talk about the problem, make the president fire, make him fire. That fire into now action. Because the common person when he feels, say, using in judgment and experience, the person knows sabi. But how we go take we find solution to this problem and make we move, go further. This one, it can't be like say sometimes the only solution we will get to problems for this country now, spend money. As the head of civil service, federal, don't come out and talk, say, the plan na to increase the salary of people. But some people talk and say, wait, all this increase, when they talk, it not really they address the problems. Because, for example, you double my salary. Say if you double my salary, it just be like say you double my problem. Because the woman when they sell pepper, go look say, they don't double in salary, make her add money. Nigeria na country where we say, even people when catch fish, not be them keep the fish there. They catch fish for river, fish when God give us. They catch them for river, sell them for the river. If you tell them, say, madam, this fish too cost, they will talk say fish don't scarce. Or they go talk say fuel scarcity today. For seashore where they sell fish. How we go take fit address the problem of say make we improve the living condition of Nigerians. For example, you talk of students when he not get hostel to sleep. If they sleep for outside, he pay house rent. He go gas buy generator to blow fan to dey comfortable. The student don't even come turn like local government chairman on his own. School when it's supposed to focus on, if they focus on school and they try to do other things. We go discuss this problem of improving living conditions. Tanko, they call us from Abuja, but we hope say the breeze for Abuja not be last week breeze. Oga Tanko, will they hear you?
Okay, what I be one talk, we say, for this contribution, discussion, one I get to, I want to say, make everybody, make una sensitize Nigeria well, so that make they shine their eye to vote the right person.
Oga Tanko, the call don't disconnect. But now the reason of as they ought be that, we they tell people, remember say we come out here talk say, we not go talk say, vote this person, that's with the call name, vote this person, no vote this person, no. What we go tell you be say, your votes, now your right. If you don't reach the age of 18, if you meet all the requirements, and if you get your permanent voter's card. Now we go talk all the things when we say, better person when get love for this country, go show. Now you go come decide, say, I won't vote for this person. It is very, very clear. Papa, when they pay picking their school fees, provide for their needs, protect them, do everything. Now, Papa is just the answer in title. He not really they do what he's supposed to do. Mama, when also know to cater to the needs of the children, they do anyhow. Now, Mama is just the answer in title. He not they do what he's supposed to do. Person will come and say, God called me to serve you. I'm answering the call of my people. And now money you they chop. Money will belong to all of us. Build road, you know build. Build school, you know build. Protect us, you know do. And you they collect running costs. You they take care of yourself. It they obvious say the person don't love us. And there we go begin to shine our eyes. Read in between the lines. If like I rhyme well today. You know, say, no, shine our eyes. Read in between the lines. Now moving forward. Improving living conditions as against increasing salary.
Well, now, first of all, I would like to say, to increase salary, you don't be bad thing. Because, you know, say, these people don't stay on a certain salary scale for a very long time. Nobody want to remain for the same place forever. You won't move forward. So they increase salary, you don't be bad thing. But, of course, like you don't rightly talk, we need to increase or to improve the living conditions of these people. Now, we get government, we suppose look into different things. For example, if our government don't take care of... okay, maybe I give you this example here. Now, I get one friend where they live for one foreign country. I'm not going to mention the name of the country. And he tell me, say, when they talk about the embezzlement where they happen for this Nigeria, he say, for the country where they stay, in a doctor, say, why common man there go think of embezzling money? I say, I don't understand you. He say, see, when it comes to housing and accommodation, the government, they play their own part. So if we afford a nice, suitable accommodation for you and your family, if it comes to send a car you won't buy, they get as you go take car loan. When we say they come out the money small from your salary. As long as say you they work, you get number where they take notes. Now here you they work. Now your account be this. Now here the money they enter. They will come out and small. If na healthcare, they get waiting the government they do. When we say if you sick, they get as some kind of provision day where they will take treat you. If all this thing done, they will say food you chop. House to sleep, a day. Motor to drive, a day. Clothes to wear, a day. What you call the embezzle money for? So now here, now the thing we say, if to say we get the kind of government where we say the basic, as what they call, and the basic necessities of life, will be food, clothing, and shelter. And other one what they call Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Say if our government don't fit satisfy all those ones, then the other big ones, then you go figure the thing. You go say, wahala no go dey.
Oga Chukwudi, make we satisfy this call where you don't carry colors now. Welcome to our city hall.
My brother, good evening.
We greet you. Good evening.
I beg you, this insecurity for which we come to, man don't tire. It can't be like saying, the news can't be like saying, all these MTN adverts will be every day for the cheap person, like say, now fly. And the question why I want to ask, I beg, if anybody will answer this question, why did you say government never declared these people terrorists? Why? Yeah? Because the thing they surprise some of us. People when they kill people like say that they kill fly. Nine government never up to now. Say they can even call them okay on the terrorists. And now this kind of things, nine people like us they do finish. We know we get hope for this country. And if you ask me, I know that I don't support this one where we're saying that they talk, maybe we'll go call America, call these people, call the people. I think the solution now gone right. Make everybody own his own gun for this country, because if you be gunman, as they got them unknown gunman, as you say they know them, but they got them unknown gunman. If you be gunman and you know say me, I owe my time too. You know go come do anyhow.
But Oga Chukwudi, this fire for fire might not be the best solution, because if we strengthen our security and they do their work well, and the unknown gunman go know say the known one when everybody know, if they're ready and they prepared. Then they call us from Enugu. Ike Chukwu from Enugu. Let's go.
Chukwudi, good evening.
I greet you, guy. Ike Chukwu.
There is one thing that I want you to know. You see, the increase where then they increase salary for the government workers. The high cost of prices of commodity in the market is not being caused by traders. Let me tell you one thing. This government that you see, what they are doing is that when they are giving you something with the right hand, they are collecting it from the left hand. The moment they increase salary for the civil servants, the revenue that you are paying within the market will go up. The fuel that you are purchasing to convey the goods to your shop will go up. Everything that you know that you are using, the means you use to make sure that your business is going up will go up. And no trader will buy something and do expenses finish and sell below what you will not benefit anything from it. So if to blame, it is government that you will blame. If government, immediately they increase the salary for these people, the importer that are importing all goods from outside, they will change everything and they will be paying double. So that is the truth about it. It's not from traders, so that people will not understand it that it is traders that hijack prices of all these things. It's not from traders, honestly. Thank you.
Okay, Chuku, thank you very much for this, your contribution. And we got Chi on top of our telephone line. Chi, welcome to our city heart. Okay, Chi not there yet. Chi, I beg, if you get a chance, call us back. Make you talk your mind as they concern this particular matter. So, if like say where we reach now, we go just lock our telephone lines. Maybe we just lock up so that we go get time if we hit this matter where I go like go back again to the very beginning. This one, they're very important because it gets to do with the safety of lives and property, insecurity for inside the Nigeria. We go join the service chiefs, join the talk when Professor Wole Soyinka talk, come talk the one when they're important to the people. The ultimate responsibility of government is to ensure, say, they protect lives and property of the people and create an environment where we say everybody go happy based on equality day, fairness day, justice day, and people go see each other as one and do everything we do to move this our country forward. But as Nigeria day, when we talk through, every time when we talk matter of love, somehow, you know, religion go enter, ethnic sentiment go enter, political party go enter. How we go take feel rise beyond all these problems then?
Well, as you know, say we be human beings.
When you take your voice down, it be like say you been look and say, we go need to fast and pray.
No, it go there very hard because we be human beings. You know, we come from different backgrounds, different family. We get our own sentiments, and you know, say sentiments sometimes they shaped according to what we don't experience for life. So it go there hard, say make everybody they think the same way. But one thing what they sure be say we all need to love each other. Even all the holy books they preach love. So regardless of say we get sentiments or anything, we guys get that love for inside our mind when we see our fellow brother. We could see them as fellow human beings, we be like us. Because the same blood, when they run for our veins, they also run for in vein. No be robots. So anything where you know fit do for them, anything where you know what me then do for you, no allow them me then do for them. The same vein, in the same way, waiting Bernard talk, how we feel improve our standard of living. You know, say these things sometimes, now we feel fix them too. Make we begin to patronize our local industries. No be every time you won't buy foreign names. No be every time you won't buy foreign brands. The funny thing is, sometimes these are locally made products. Then they're very original. Then they're good. Then they make them with good materials. But if we not patronize them, how will they encourage them? We know they encourage them. Say, me then they produce. But if they patronize them, their businesses go grow. Then go employ more people, more Nigerians, and the money go they circulate within our country. So make we know they carry our money go other countries. Make we they spend them for ourselves for here. That is also pertaining to love. Because if you love your locally made industry, you go on patronize them, you go on encourage them, make them continue to day in business.
Because the truth be say, everybody for this country, they contribute for that industry.
Exactly, no be only government.
You get places where they say, now there be the food basket of the nation. Then go plant waiting all of us go chop. They don't want poison us now. And when would they buy? They won't make money. You get people when we say anything business, now their hand today. You go open shop, you don't get customer. All these things now we suppose they think, they see, say, we move this our country forward. But Bernard Akede we hit education again. We hit education again because they say education are the bedrock of every country existence. Meaning say the foundation. And you can't mention one thing when you touch me, you say, make we go back to basic education. We hear our Minister for Education, he talked this one like 3 months ago, say for March, we go declare state of emergency. The emergency will wait. The state will not know. It just be like, say, somehow. We never really put our 2 legs for ground, say, we won't solve the problem of education. I go ask you this question directly. Shall you think, say, that because of, say, some people, they get the money to send their own children go abroad to get the very best of Medicare. Now, it make them no care about the one when we say we get for this country. I talk Medicare onto so that people go know those way they travel, go collect care. Meanwhile, people, they die for this country. They won't go look education. Senior man. When people they look up to, he go pose with a Peking certificate, University of Toronto, University of Texas, University of this. Meanwhile, our own universities for here, now complain, people they complain. How we go take fee address this problem?
You see, Chukwudi, the problem of this education thing where you just talk, especially where you say whether the problem is because some people get the money to take their own children and go abroad. This same problem, they're similar to the problem of saying we know they take care of our society well. I will give one analogy as we call them, one example. You see, if you dey inside community where we say big man they live here and you also get small man where they live, somebody build 3-story building, somebody just live for one small bungalow here, and the road for that place not good. Now instead make all these people, whether the one where they live for big house or the one where they live for small house, make them join heads together, decide say what thing we go do now to find a way to make this road motorable for all of us. Instead of doing that, what thing go happen? We say the big man go buy big jeep. We go take water pass that road. Better shock as well. We go pass that road. So the road will spoil, no consign them. Now the small man now, when they buy 2K, we go they drive there every day. When they call mechanic, they repair a shock absorber. Now the problem be that we say we not care for one another. Now if truly we care for one another, we go know say you will get money to send your pikin go abroad. Your pikin go stay one day, come back to this country to still stay in the same system. Where you leave behind. This money where we get. Nobody say you don't send your pikin go abroad if you get the money to do it. It's fine. If you can afford it, fine. But then again, we still need to invest in education in this country. Now, according to UNESCO, if I'm not mistaken, about 26% of our budget suppose they are allocated to education.
Guess how many we allocate
for
this budget? 7%.
7%. 26. It gets another here now. 26% of our budget suppose they are allocated to education, but just 7% alone. It means that we never still know what thing we supposed to do concerning education. The kind of money we supposed to spend for education, we never even begin to scratch the surface until our government begins to say, look, until when we begin investing in education properly, before people will open eye. Now, 2 things. Now, it's one thing for people to be educated, it's another thing for them to be enlightened. We need to bring these two together, marry them, enlightenment and education, make our country for move
Bernard,
forward.
you don't finish talk about all this matter, but based on say, we need to end the show. Not be say, man, start, man, end. Make Jumoke use our voice. Just take us, small they go out. Jumoke, and whenever you talk to young people, if we look Nigeria population, they say over 60%, they 30 years and under, plus or minus, if we go by say Nigeria like 200 million, that's around 110. Speak to these people with your calm voice. Tell them, say, this country belongs to them. Then we will go from here.
Well, I believe that this country
now... You really can't change the voice. So yeah, continue.
Well, I believe that this country now our own. As in they talk and say, we are the leaders of tomorrow. So now, as we do the country now so we will meet them for future. So in anything where we do, make we always think of the future. You know, say anything where you do now, you go meet them for future. And above all, love yourself and God bless Nigeria.
Oh, it's like saying a sign, I go use end the show. So that I know like saying I might talk on. Mona do like say, me say una do well. To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.